Alright, so I'm going to be doing a review of The Flash, Strange Attractor. This is the start of the new era of The Flash after the Jeremy Adams run, which I really enjoyed. Also, this is another book that came to me from my friend Chris. Chris, thank you once again. So yeah, this is written by Cy Spurrier, who I recently talked on the channel with. The last time I talked about a Cy Spurrier book was that was Uncanny Spider-Man, the Nightcrawler book. And what did I think of this book? I was very excited for it. I've been really enjoying a lot of Flash books, especially the Jeremy Adams run. That was a lot of fun. Nope, I think I just rhymed there. And I'm really excited for Adams's Green Lantern trade when that comes out. I don't know if Chris is sending me that one or not, but I'm very much looking forward to that one. What was it? Yeah, sorry, I lost myself for a second there. Anyway, so this comic I had some expectations for, and were those expectations met? Yes and no. There's a few things I liked about this book, and a few things I didn't like about this book. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, the comic basically is the start of a new era for Wally West, and basically what has happened after an encounter with Mirror Master, there's been this weird disturbance in the Speed Force. Not to get all Star Wars-y. And there's some kind of disruption going on that has upset the Speed Force on a totally different form. And essentially what it is that Wally is being attacked from all sides. He's got he's got family stuff with Iris. He's got Mr. Terrific is acting weird around him, and all of his villains seem to be getting upgrades from this. And there's something inside the Speed Force that is terrorizing him and the other speedsters, and almost collecting them. Now, first off, let's get some good things out of the way. The artwork by Mike Deodato Jr. is awesome. I mean, it's Mike Deodato Jr. He's a damn good artist. And I was really surprised to see him on this book. What was it? Let me show you. I'm trying to find a good example of his artwork. Here. Yeah, really good. It's Mike Deodato. You know him from a lot of work over at Marvel, and he's been doing work for DC as well. I also like the horror element of this book. I really do like this almost H.P. Lovecraft kind of direction the Flash is going in. I really like that they're treating the Speed Force like this unknown entity that is just kind of growing stronger. And the whole thing of yeah, we really don't know much about the Speed Force. It's we always talk about it, but we never know what's in there half the damn time. We really don't know what's beyond those gates more often than not. So I think it's really cool that we're kind of exploring more of the Speed Force, and this unknown beings called the Uncoiled are coming, and I think that's really neat. So yeah, I really like the horror angle with the Flash, because again, the Speed Force is a really crazy thing, and we've never really gotten a definitive answer for what the Speed Force is. So I really do like that there is a definitive answer over the Speed Force, and I really do like that there is a kind of a horror element, because it's undiscovered territory. Even for the Flashes, a lot of them are damn, we don't know what's really in there and what could come out of it. So let's talk about the negatives. And right off the bat, after everything with the Jeremy Adams run celebrating the Flash family, it really does. Why does it feel like Simon Spurrier's trying to destroy the Flash family? I really don't like the idea that he's kind of building up Linda for having postpartum depression. And, I mean, on one hand, I could see it, because she did, thanks to the new baby her and Wally have had, she's basically been, she had the Speed Force for a bit. She did tap into the Speed Force because of the baby, but now it's out of her, and now she kind of feels back to being just the housewife again. And it is affecting her, but at the same time, they're kind of, again, building her up to have this this postpartum depression episode, and I really don't like that. Also, it really feels like they're trying, Spurrier's trying to destroy the Flash family after everything with the Jeremy Adams run, where it was yeah, the Flash family, it's all it's almost to forgive the pun, it's like Fast and Furious. It's all about family. They're the original Fast and Furious family. So I don't like how they're kind of like trying to break them up, even making Iris's not Iris, Wally's son almost like they're trying to build him up as a villain. I don't like where this is going. Now again, this is just the first volume, so this could change throughout the Spurrier run where things get better. But for as it stands, I really don't... This is kind of a depressing book because it's also treating Wally's like about to have another episode. And I thought we really moved past Wally being mentally ill since, you know, Dido got his ass kicked out. So I don't know why we're going back to, like, Wally being like, I'm fine, everything's fine, you know, even though everything's not fine and I'm almost ready to have a panic attack at any second. So it's a cool thing in theory. Like, I really like the use of how they're utilizing, like, Grodd and Mirror Master, but there's also another unknown villain who might be someone we already know, like a future version of... I'm already calling that... Again, I've been only reading in trade, so maybe this question already got answered. That this unknown guy who looks like Raiden, I swear to God, he looks like Raiden from Mortal Kombat, is the future version of Wally's son. So yeah, after everything with the Jeremy Adams run, I was really like, yeah, let's continue the Flash family stuff. But now it really feels like they're trying to like tear it apart and make Wally miserable again. I really don't like that. So this isn't like the Bat family where it's like Batman does something and destroys the Bat family, then they all come back together and everything's hunky-dory. The Flash family has been through enough as it is. Just leave them alone. Jesus, I don't need drama here, this kind of drama here. But yeah. The comic itself, when you find out, like, who's really behind this, like, who is... You kind of figure out, like... once they reveal in the final page of who's really pulling the strings behind all of this, behind the speedsters, you're like, oh, that tracks. That really does, like, I should have seen that coming. But, yeah, still, I'm just kind of like, I don't need that kind of level of depression. I don't know, I want to give this, like, one more volume before I decide what to do with it, because it ends in such a way where it's like, now what's the rest, in such a way where it's like, well, now I have to read the next volume to see what happens. So, I like the horror aspect and the, like, putting science to the Speed Force, but among other things, like, I just don't like the idea of them destroying the Flash family and ripping apart Iris and Wally. I mean, Linda and Wally. Excuse me. Linda and Wally again. I don't need that in my life. So yeah, kind of take this with a grain of salt, as I say. But yeah, if you've been reading the Flash Spurrier run, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of it. Like it, hate it, comment below, let me know. Other than that, I'd like to thank once again my friend Chris for sending me this comic. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.